If you were to become president, how would your faith influence your decisions?
First of all, I would never compromise my faith. And one of the first things that I would do is insist that when people say the Declaration of Independence, you never leave out endowed by their Creator. It's a very well-known fact that I'm pro-life from conception, and any sort of legislation that comes along that tries to go against that belief, I will veto it. I believe in traditional marriage between a man and a woman. So any legislation that comes along that tries to change that, I'm going to veto that. Now, when I was being grilled by a group of publishers a couple of weeks ago in Washington, D.C., they tried to nail me on that. One guy, it was a very staunch social conservative. In other words, the social issues are his top priorities. Well, I'm a fiscal conservative, and I'm also a social conservative. But when you want to get stuff done, you've got to figure out, well, what do you do first? So he was trying to nail me on, well, how do you feel about traditional marriage? I say, I support traditional marriage. I believe in the Bible, and it's biblically based, and end of story. He said, well, no, you didn't give me the right answer. I said, first of all, what answer were you looking for? And I'm not planning to give you the right answer. That's my answer. There are a lot of issues that are going to be in the parade, a lot of issues that are going to be on the table. In order to solve problems, we've got to figure out what are the top priorities that we ought to solve first. We got to strengthen our national security because it has become weakened. We have got to supercharge this economy because it is sputtering. We have got to not just stop spending, we've got to cut spending. And I got a plan for that too. We've got to fix the immigration problems, plural. We don't have one immigration problem, we've got three. Securing the border, enforcing the existing laws, and promoting the current path to citizenship. Go look it up, it's not that difficult. People keep talking about, well, we need some comprehensive immigration reform. That's code for, we don't know what to do. Every time you hear that word, watch. We need comprehensive. That's why we haven't solved any problems. And one of the other problems is ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. It doesn't do any enforcement. It should be named ICE. ICE. ICE gets, the person who heads ICE, the budget for ICE is about $5 billion a year, which is not enough to secure the border, not enough to clean up the bureaucracy in ICE, which is why going through the process to become a citizen, it's not because the steps are so complicated, it's because of the bureaucracy or the lack of technology to be able to move people through the system faster. So we need to fix the problem that needs fixed. So we got three problems, not one. Education. The headmaster will like this one. I believe that we need to unbundle education from the top down. Get Washington, D.C. out of the business of doling out monies with strings attached. Get education back to the level closest to where the kids are, the local level. And so my point is, don't we need to fix all of those before we spend energy on changing the Constitution? You know how hard that is? It is very difficult.